Good morning and welcome back to the video. My name's Simon. I'm a full-time eBay reseller specializing in men's clothing. Today's video is about what I sold over the weekend. So I've even prepared a little cue card for myself. I thought it'd be helpful for you guys to know what kind of like numbers I've actually sold over the weekend. So hopefully this does so that I'm not going to go through every single item that is going out the door, but what I will do is I'm going to like focus on a few that have actually gone out and some of the reasons why they got the price they did, and a few like redeeming features on them as well. So how did I get on over the weekend? So reasonable. It's starting to like level up a little bit more. It's not quite where I want it to be, but it's definitely moving forward. So over the weekend, I had 41 orders go out. My average selling price, my ASP, was £26.36. So that is definitely a little bit lower than I ideally want, but I'm not kind of particularly like too worried about that. So my total value of my orders over that period is £1,080. So again, like more than happy with that side of it. Obviously, would I want more? Hell yeah, of course I do. But my to give you an idea on kind of like what my profit margins are for something like the £1,000, we're in a very, very fortunate position when it comes to clothing, and predominantly like used clothing, because on eBay there is no fees. If you sell on Vinted, again, no fees as well. So like clothing seems to be like definitely something to consider. So if you've like always gone for other things, then it may be just worth like considering actually like the clothing at the moment. So for eBay, this runs until the end of the year. So what they're going to do after that, who knows? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they carry it on, but also I wouldn't be surprised if they actually decide to go back again. So what did I pay? In shipping for those 41 items, I paid just over £100 in shipping costs. Predominantly I use Every, and I do have like a deal with Every, which brings down my costs. I think you have to be like a certain level to be actually to get these like reduced rates. You'd need to like, look into that. Then I've got the bit that, dare I say, hurts. It's the bit that goes to the government, which is my tax and VAT. So my VAT on that side of it, which I have to pay every quarter. So out of that £1,000, I have to pay £81 in VAT. I also have to pay my corporation tax as well, because I'm a limited company. Again, if you're not a limited company, if you're just a sole trader or just working for yourself, all you would need to do is actually pay like the physical tax on it. You wouldn't need to do VAT. But my tax, £86.40. So that would mean that my total profit for the weekend is just a smidge over £800, £812. So there are absolutely other costs involved in that. There's my lighting, there's my storage cost, there's washing, there's my time. So that is kind of like a very broad, but roughly speaking, like that's the kind of money that I earned over the weekend. So I hope that was helpful in regards to kind of like some of the numbers. I'm still trying to grow my business. I'm still trying to push to the next level. I think 2025 hopefully will be like a really big year for me, but who knows what's going to happen. Hello, little friend. Come for a visit. Right, without any more mucking about, let's like pick some orders. As I say, I'm gonna do 10 items today, just like to talk about. And the first one is a pair of jeans. These are a pair of diesel jeans, 15448. Right, diesel jeans. I'm a big fan of picking these ones up. So these are the diesel Larky jeans. Now, a lot of people who pick these ones up, there's a really strong following for specific name. So as I say, these are the Larky. If someone has absolutely loved their pair of jeans and they want the exact pair again, but they don't want to pay, and the RRP, I'm going to put this up in the corner here, but £150 for a pair of these new. So like, kind of like, these work out kind of like pretty good value for them, good condition, but also like make sure you look for the wash code on there as well. So again, I'll put the codes up here as well, but on that size label, it will have a wash code on there, and there will be people who will be searching for that exact color and wash code as well. So that's the first one. Definitely not one that I regularly pick up. I do know that people who definitely struggle with diesel, but no, I'm a big fan of it. I think it's a good brand. There are definitely like ones that don't really sell as much, but so like for me, like kind of, let's say that's a nice one to pick up. That's the first one. Next one, we've got a pair of jogging bottoms. So 15967. Okay, so a pair of like these are Under Armour. Let's see if I can put the logo here. Right, so a pair of like Under Armour like jogging bottoms, which ordinarily I wouldn't even talk about it. But the difference with this is that this is a collaboration. So this is actually with The Rock. So The Rock just up here. He works, I think, and he does the Iron Paradise. But if you see this logo, when it comes to like, I think it's a bull head, something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, definitely one to like to look for on that side of it. So it elevates like the just the normal Under Armour up a level as well. So there are people who actually really like this stuff. So definitely look out for that. So Under Armour, Project Rock, Iron Paradise, they're all like The Rock's kind of like line of clothing. Right, next we've got a jacket. So it's a North Face jacket, 15803. Right, so we have just here. So North Face has got the, so it's a parka, so it's a downfilled jacket, this one. So like the, when you actually see on the arms, on the North Face, a lot of the time they will have numbers on it. So this one's got 550, it might be 600, 700. I think the maximum that North Face do is 1,000. And that's to do with the amount of insulation, the amount of feel that goes into these, and actually how much warmer it is as well. I'm sure I've said this in the past, but it's definitely something to like just make sure that you kind of like understand. There will be people who are looking to try and find that specific kind of like warmth rating, and it also depends on what the activity is for. This one's actually a girl's one as well, so it is like a slightly smaller one. I think I have sold this in the past. That it's hard to know that when it's the actual size says XL, but it's a girl's XL. Sometimes like people just don't like realize that, so that's definitely something to like kind of like, I'm hoping that won't come back, but if it does, it does. I'll just like move on. Right, next we've got another jacket, 15393. Okay, so we have this is a Suzuki, so which is Taz Racing. It's all embroidered on here as well. It's like a paddock jacket, this one. Paddock, parka, that kind of style on it. So this has actually got something called on it the GSXR, and that is to do with like motorbikes. So that's definitely what I've actually think. But also like the Suzuki when it comes to kind of like motorsport, generally, it's a good one to actually have. But also like Taz Racing and like the Relentless. Yeah, they're cool. Any of the I suppose any of the motor racing, they pretty much always do well. The McLarens, the Ferraris, like any of that, anything like kind of motor racing like related, they do traditionally quite well. Right, then we got another one which is a Norse Projects, and this is a like long sleeve polo, 15818. Right, so label on here. I'll put it up in the description, up on the side as well. So Norse Projects, like they're an amazing brand. I'm a big fan of it. Whenever I see this, like I'm super excited to find it, because like the actual like kind of retail price of it is crazy. I think this particular one was like 250. I think I put it up on here again, but yeah, it's like kind of like silly expensive, like these ones. And I also think I undersold this one. So the guy like was messaging me. In the end, like I was going, Joe, what? I just want to get rid of it. Which, in hindsight, I probably should have like kind of like held out a bit longer, but it's what it is. Right, next we've got a blazer by Hugo Boss, 15994. Okay, so nice wool blazer, this one. Hugo Boss, again, like these ones here, I think this is the material was made in Italy as well. So super high quality. Ridiculous like RRP on these ones. I think nearly £300, like crazy, like kind of prices for these ones. But yeah, I think they call this the wool, I think Tezzy. I'm not actually sure on that one. But definitely if you can pick up like blazers like for good money. I see a lot of chat on Instagram about Moon at the moment. Moon is like a really incredible like brand, and definitely something that whenever I see it, I will 100% pick that stuff up. So Moon is actually the tailor. They make the materials for other companies, for example, like Marks and Spencer's, Bowden, and other like companies like that. So yeah, definitely like very good one to actually keep an eye on. Right, then we got some jeans, actually, some women's jeans, which I don't normally pick up, but these ones definitely worth it. 16004. Right, so these are by a brand called Frame. It's on there, and these ones are a skinny fit, and they are, I think, called the Le Garçon. Yeah, picked up like for, I think like £3, like really cheap, not particularly expensive at all. But the actual retail, and even when I was like doing a little bit of research on these ones, I was shocked actually how much like the price of these are new, over like £200. Like kind of like, check out the kind of like that from their website as well. So yeah, like Frame is definitely like a good one. Sometimes the actual price of it, the RRP, doesn't relate to the retail value. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So it's always something to like keep an eye on that one. Right, then we've got another pair of jeans. These are some men's ones, some Ralph Lauren 16078. All right, so nice ones these. So these are some, they're actually by Ralph Lauren, but they're denim and supply. So I paid £15 for these ones, mainly because they actually still have their tags on them, and I was happy to pay the 15. So the return was good. RRP on these ones £110, so definitely not a cheap like pair of jeans. And I think these are going international as well, so these are going to go like to another country. Got a sneaky feeling it's somewhere like Italy, so happy with that one. All right, getting down to the last few now. Then we've got a down jacket by Uniqlo 16091. Right, super light, kind of like down jacket. So it's called the ultralight down jacket, these ones. Surprisingly, again, like I kind of like started to, the key thing for me is actually to try and do my research on these ones, not just like picking them up, but when I'm kind of like doing this for you guys, like it's important for me to like have a little bit more information. I was surprised actually. I was saying about like the down feel on these one, the warmth rating. So these ones, even though they're thin, it's a 750. So it's still a super like good quality kind of like down jacket. So it's 90% down, 10% feathers on these ones. The RRP on these ones, they're like just under £70. So like picking up one of these ones for someone for like getting it for the mid-20s, like they're paying £20 for it. If I can pick it up for like £3, £4, £5 into 2025, I think that's like, it's a good little one. Right, then the last one we have, and I'm not sure if like too many people will know about this one. I'm sure like if you know, you know, like if you spot it, it's definitely a great one to pick up because these sell super fast. So this is actually like a little jumper. It's by Icebreaker. Right, little tiny like bag in it. So this is a base layer and it's called Icebreaker Merino. I'll put the logo up here for you as well. And it's made of like obviously like pure merino wool, so it's amazing for moisture wicking. So if you're hiking, so this would be a base layer. If you're going like on a walk and things like that, these are like really good for kind of like for that side of it. But it's got a really good like following as well. RRP for that is £95 as well. So it's like kind of definitely like something that you don't see it like super regularly. This one here was the 200 and it goes with like different warmth ratings as well. So the 200 is actually a more of a warmer. So this was a quarter zip as well. So yeah, really good one. Definitely Icebreaker Merino like is one to look out for. Right, so that's it for me. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me. Hopefully like you find some amazing items as well. Leave on the comments like if there's anything you've discovered like recently, any like new brands, but also like if you've got any other general questions, like let me know. Let me just show you what what's going out today. So we have 4 bags, so 4 IKEA bags going out this morning. So as I say, like super pleased. So again, I really just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me. Like I'm enjoying this, like hopefully you're finding some value out of it as well. Until the next one, have a great rest of the day.